again for Talking Dogs with Ian Grant, owner of Vermont Dog Boarding and Behavior, VFW Drive Hyde Park. It's the show that delves into the training, socializing, behavior, nutrition, and wellness of your dog. Brought to you by Guy's Farm and Yard with locations in Morrisville, Montpelier, Williston, and St. Albans. And we're back with the trainer Ian Grant, and this week it's the Doggy Olympics. Oh no, or something like that. How homemade obstacle courses can help you. So obstacle courses meaning what, and why would you do that?
Well, this is a great way to just create a little bit more mental stimulation for the dog. It also would really work your leash skills because you're teaching a dog how to maybe go over something. And when we think about obstacles, you can, really, this is let your creativity soar here because there are many things around the house that you can use. So Ethan, who runs my Dynamic Canines program, I walked back in from an appointment one day. He had all the water buckets upside down, like in a line, and he was actually walking the dog through them on leash like a slalom course. So this isn't always about jumping through hoops and building huge ramps or something like that. So we have to look at this like, one, this can certainly help your relationship with your dog because you're spending some good time with them. Two, this can help your leash skills. And then three, this is making your dog think. And when they think, they get tired.
Right.
And when they get tired, you get a break. And so this is how we can work this. And, one of the exercises I tell my clients to do is even if you have a flight of stairs or stairs that go up onto your front deck, whatever, walk up those stairs and stop halfway and just stop and hang there for a second. Makes the dog think like, okay, I can't race up the stairs or down the stairs. And so vice versa, when you start going down the stairs, stop halfway because it's not normal for dogs. And this, again, works the leash skills. So there's many ways that we can just kind of let this happen, let the creativity happen, and just work your dogs differently out of the norm.
Well, sometimes you can do it without an obstacle course. Walking up and down stairs is a normal thing that you probably do dozens of times throughout the course of a week. And I know I do this with Tika, that if she's following behind me, if I'm going down the stairs, and if I stop halfway, she won't go by me. She'll stop like, oh, I'm not allowed to go by.
Yeah.
So that's another way. That they're thinking, that you're making them think.
Absolutely.
And it's out of the ordinary routine.
Yeah. I'm sure people have a number of pairs of shoes or boots around the house, so you can line these up and do a slalom in through those. I often tell people, even if you have a 2x4 somewhere, in the garage or in the yard or whatever, just put it on the ground and have your dog go over it. And then if you've got something that you can stack under each side, so now they have to just slowly jump over it. But as you do this, before you get to each obstacle, put your dog into a sit and then lead them over it. Or put them into a sit, you go over it, and then you invite them over it. You can always reward them after doing it too. But this gives you the opportunity to slow things down, slow their brain down, make them think. When we have our nor'easters that come through here this winter and we can't get outside that much, these are the times that you can make this kind of stuff happen. The flip side of this, too, is that if you have something that you can, a 2x4 that you can set up in the air so that both you and your dog have to walk under it, almost, was it a limbo kind of thing?
Yes, do the limbo.
Yeah, then that's something that you can do as well. So really, in most of these situations, getting kids involved in this is great because their creativity comes out and you end up doing some pretty strange things. Yeah. But it's all a part of it, and this is where you can have some fun with your dog.
And they may come up with some whole new ideas that may come out.
Yeah, like I said, Ethan is very good at this. We have some of those raised beds at work. He took a ton of them and turned them up on their sides and made a maze out of it. So he would lead the dog in, and then it makes them think, try to figure out, how do I get back out of this thing? And so something like that can, again, just work them differently. And it's fun to watch them because some dogs can make it through on their own, and other dogs are kind of like, I don't know where to go.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. And that's where you can just give them a little guidance. And then when you see a dog come out of a maze, the look on their face is pretty cool. They're so proud of themselves.
Now, are obstacle courses for all dogs? All dogs want to be receptive to the idea. Like the dog that we said last week, didn't want to go for a walk.
I think some are going to be a little leery of it, so you're just going to start with maybe just the 2x4 on the ground.
Right.
And just start small and slowly. And honestly, for a dog like that who doesn't want to go for walks, that's a really good thing to do because it builds their confidence. And that's one of the biggest aspects of an obstacle course is they start to learn that they can go through this stuff, they can handle it. Confidence grows. You see the dog kind of grow. It's pretty cool. And also it's pretty cool to be a part of it and teach them too.
I'm going to set up a pole vault for Tika. See how that works. See how that works out. Over the lamp. Here we go. Well,
let me know how the javelin goes.
Yeah, I will. I'll let you know. The fact that she doesn't retrieve tennis balls, I don't think the javelin will do well.
Probably not.
Back with our question from the doggy bag in just a moment here on Talking Dogs.
Roaming is a Los Angeles-based premium lifestyle brand that is motivated by nature. Roaming features high-quality, earth-friendly dog products made from renewable and natural materials like their bio-based and 100% compostable biodegradable dog poop bags. These bags really are awesome. I've been using their bags for a few months now and I love the durability, the way they feel, and the fact that they are good for the earth. They also have a special discount for our listeners. Use code VermontDog to get 20% off your first purchase, including 20% off the first 3 orders if you sign up for one of their poop bag subscriptions. They also have some beautiful leather leashes made right here in the USA. You can check them out at roaming.com. That's ROMNG.com. Are you looking for gear that can keep up with your active and adventurous dog? Look no further than Synology Warehouse. They specialize in equipping the modern canine with distinguished, overbuilt gear that's built to last from home to horizon. From premium collars and leashes to rugged outdoor gear, they have everything you need to keep your dog comfortable and safe no matter where your adventures take you. I've been using their Biothane slip leashes for months now and I love them. They have a nice feel, a good grip, and they clean very easily. Use coupon code Vermont to receive 10% off your purchase. Head over to Synology Warehouse on Etsy today and give your dog the gear they deserve. Synology Warehouse, overbuilt gear that's built to last from home to horizon.
Back with Talking Dogs with Ian Grant from Vermont Dog Boarding and Behavior, VFW Drive Hyde Park. To catch some of our past episodes or some of Ian's other podcasts that he does, go to his website, VermontDogBoardingAndBehavior.com, and click on podcasts. That makes sense. Our question this morning, Ian, is can changes in routine change your dog's behavior? I would think it would, and maybe sometimes for the best.
Yeah, sometimes for the best. You know, if you have a set of intentions of why you're doing it, what it's going to look like, and you're, dead set against or dead set for it. However, recently I had a client whose husband was on vacation, so out of the house for about a week. And then the normal walking area was under construction, so they had to go to a new place and walk on the road a little bit more. And then one of the dogs actually started reacting towards people a little bit more and also lunging towards vehicles too.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, so it's funny because there is a time where sometimes I have to do some serious investigation and you just have to keep digging and digging. But a lot of the times when I hear them say that their dog has changed behaviors, that it was very good for a long time and then it's changed, usually my first question is, so what's changed in your house? There's something has shifted, whatever it is. Could be the smallest thing. Could be the biggest thing. And as small as just moving your furniture around or as big as somebody has completely moved out of the house. So somewhere in that spectrum is, a sensitivity of a dog. But this also gives us access to work the dog through these new scenarios too and teach them and help them improve those those decisions that are being made to make them to be more positive.
It can be another teaching, training moment.
It can, especially for a dog that's lunging at cars because we know that can be quite dangerous.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Especially if it's a big dog that can pull an owner into danger as well. And so, things like that we have to get under wraps quickly in order to make it happy.
Because dogs can become creatures of habit.
Yes, positive and negative.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
You just have to know which is which.
Yes, Yep.
If you have a question for Ian, you can email him directly to info@VermontDogBoardingAndBehavior.com. Next week, the topic is effects of a lack of stimulation. And, of course, that meaning a lack of taking your dog out for a walk and just kind of keeping them on the couch all the time cannot be a good thing for them.
No. And this is when we see some really bad things come out. So I figured we'd talk about it.
Sometimes we inadvertently kind of forget about them too.
Yep.
And this is what happens.
Yep.
On Talking Dogs with Ian Grant, brought to you by Guy's Farm and Yard, with locations in Morrisville, Montpelier, Williston, and St. Albans. And for the trainer Ian Grant, I'm Roland LaJoy, and we are Talking Dogs.